Today, we are going to learn how to talk about your education background in a job interview. Many people feel nervous when interviewers ask about degrees, qualifications, or academic experience, but with the right words, the right structure, and the right mindset, you can speak confidently and professionally. In this lesson, I will guide you step by step. You will learn what to say, how to say it, what to avoid, and how to make your education sound relevant to the job you want. Even if you think your education is simple, incomplete, or unrelated to your career, you can still talk about it in a strong and positive way. When you enter a job interview, the interviewer wants to understand not just what you studied, but how your education prepares you for the position. They want to hear a clear story. They want to see that you can communicate professionally. And they want to understand the connection between your studies and your skills. So the goal is not just to recite your degrees or list your certificates. The real goal is to show how your education has shaped you, taught you valuable lessons, and prepared you for real responsibilities. Let's begin by understanding the most common question: can you tell me about your educational background? This question might seem simple, but this is your opportunity to make a strong impression in the first few minutes. Your answer should be organized, smooth, and relevant. You can think of your response in 3 parts. First, what you studied. Second, what you learned. And third, how it helps you in the job you are applying for. This structure keeps your answer clear and logical. Now let's imagine how you might start. A natural and professional way to begin is by stating your highest level of education first. For example, you can say, I completed my bachelor's degree in business administration from XYZ University in 2021. This sentence is simple, direct, and tells the interviewer the essential information. If you have a master's degree, you can start with that. If your highest education is high school, you can also say it with the same confidence. I completed my high school education at ABC School in 2019. Many English learners worry about sounding polite or formal, but the truth is, clarity is more important than complicated vocabulary. Speak in complete sentences. Speak slowly. Show confidence through your tone, not through fancy words. After you state your degree or level of education, the next part is to explain what you learned. This does not mean listing every subject you studied. Instead, choose 2 or 3 key areas that are relevant to the job. For example, if you are applying for an office position, you can focus on organizational skills, communication skills, or project management skills. Here is an example you can use. During my degree, I focused on subjects like marketing and communication, which helped me develop strong presentation skills and the ability to understand customer needs. This kind of sentence shows the interviewer that your education has given you practical abilities. It turns your academic experience into job-related skills, and this is exactly what interviewers want to hear. Now, what if your education is not related to the job? Many people worry about this situation, but you can still answer confidently. Instead of focusing on the main subject you studied, you can highlight general skills you developed. For example, you can say, although my degree is in history, it taught me how to analyze information, manage deadlines, and understand different perspectives, which are useful skills in any professional environment. This way, even if the subject is different, the skills become relevant. Sometimes, interviewers ask follow-up questions like, why did you choose this field of study? You can answer this by sharing a simple, honest reason. It does not need to be dramatic or extraordinary. It can be personal or practical. For example, I chose this field because I was always interested in understanding how businesses work. Or, I chose this program because I enjoy solving technical problems. These sentences sound natural and show self-awareness. Another important point is to talk positively about your education, even if it was challenging or imperfect. Avoid saying things like, I studied this because I had no other choice, or, I didn't learn anything useful. Instead, focus on what you gained. Even if you did not finish your degree, you can still speak confidently by emphasizing what you completed and what you learned. For example, I completed 2 years of college in computer science, and during that time, I built strong foundational skills in coding and problem solving. This sounds optimistic and professional. Now let's talk about certificates, short courses, and online learning. Modern employers value continuous learning, so don't be afraid to mention certifications. If you have taken online courses from platforms like Coursera, Udemy, LinkedIn Learning, or Google, you can include them as long as they are relevant to the job. For example, you can say, in addition to my formal education, I completed a Google Digital Marketing Certificate, which helped me understand social media strategy and online advertising tools. This shows motivation, self-improvement, and commitment. Many interviewers also appreciate examples of practical projects or assignments. For instance, you can mention a final year project, a presentation, a research paper, or a group project. You can say, during my final semester, I worked on a project where my team developed a marketing plan for a local business. This experience improved my teamwork and problem-solving skills. When you mention a project, you prove that your education was not only theoretical but also practical. So far, we have talked about what to include. Now let's talk about how to sound confident. Confidence in a job interview is not about perfect English. It is about clear structure, calm speaking, and positive language. Avoid long pauses, overly complex vocabulary, or unnecessary details. Try to keep your answer around 1 to 2 minutes. Smile gently. Maintain good posture. Speak with warmth, not fear. Remember, the interviewer is not judging your grammar. They are listening for clarity, logic, and relevance. Let us now practice a complete sample answer that you can copy, expand, or modify for your own interview. Imagine you are introducing your educational background. You might say, I completed my bachelor's degree in information technology from ABC University in 2020. During my studies, I learned core subjects like programming, database management, and software testing. These subjects helped me develop strong analytical and technical skills. I also worked on a final year project where my team built a mobile application, which gave me practical experience in teamwork, planning, and problem solving. Along with my degree, I completed a certification in data analysis to improve my knowledge in this area. Overall, my education has taught me discipline, time management, and the ability to learn new technologies quickly, and I believe these skills will be valuable in this position. This answer is clear, logical, and professional, and it creates a strong impression. You can adjust it based on your field and your level of education. Now let's imagine another example, this time for someone whose degree is not related to the job they are applying for. You can say something like, I completed my bachelor's degree in literature, which helped me develop strong communication, writing, and critical thinking skills. While my degree is not directly related to this role, the skills I gained, such as analyzing information, managing deadlines, and presenting ideas clearly, are valuable in any professional environment. In addition to my degree, I took online courses in office administration and customer service to strengthen my practical skills. I believe this combination of academic learning and practical training has prepared me well for this position. This answer shows honesty, positivity, and effort, and it proves that you are willing to learn. Now let's practice one more sample answer, this time for someone whose highest education is high school. You can say, I completed my high school education at City Model School in 2018. During my studies, I focused on developing good communication, teamwork, and time management skills. I participated in school activities and projects that helped me learn responsibility and leadership. After finishing school, I took a short course in computer basics and MS Office, which improved my skills in Word, Excel, and email communication. I believe that my education and training have given me a strong foundation, and I am eager to apply these skills in a professional environment. This answer is simple but strong. It shows confidence and preparation. Now let's focus on tone and delivery. When speaking in a job interview, imagine that you are telling a short, meaningful story about your academic journey. Use a warm tone. Avoid sounding like you are reading from a textbook. If English is not your first language, slow down your speech. Clarity is more important than speed. Practicing your answer before the interview will help you sound natural. Another common interview question is, how has your education prepared you for this job? Here, you should connect specific skills to specific job tasks. For example, if you are applying for a customer service role, you can say, my education improved my communication skills, which will help me interact professionally with customers. If you are applying for an IT job, you can say, My education strengthened my technical problem-solving abilities, which I can apply directly in this role. These sentences prove that you understand how your studies relate to real responsibilities. Sometimes interviewers ask, "What did you enjoy most about your education?" This question helps them understand your personality. You can answer with something like, "I enjoyed working on group projects because they taught me teamwork and collaboration," or, "I enjoyed research assignments because they helped me improve my ability to understand complex information." These answers show positivity and enthusiasm. Now let's talk about mistakes to avoid. Do not speak negatively about your school, university, teachers, or subjects. Do not complain about difficult classes, boring lectures, or low grades. Even if some parts of your education were not ideal, focus on what you gained. Interviewers prefer optimistic candidates. Also, do not give too long an explanation. Stick to what is relevant to the job. One more important tip is to practice your answer in front of a mirror or record yourself speaking. This will help you improve your confidence and pronunciation. If you learn English as a second language, practicing out loud is one of the most effective ways to become fluent and clear. Before we end this lesson, let's review the three-part structure one more time. First, say what you studied. Second, say what you learned. Third, say how it helps you in the job. This simple structure will keep you organized during the interview and make you sound confident, professional, and prepared. Remember, your education is a part of your story. Whether you studied in a university, college, or school, whether you have certificates or practical training, everything you learned has value. What matters most is how you express it. With clarity, confidence, and positivity, you can impress any interviewer. This brings us to the end of our 2,500-word narration on how to talk about your educational background in a job interview. I hope this lesson helps you speak confidently, communicate clearly, and present yourself effectively in any interview situation. Thank you for learning, and keep practicing your English every day.